guess whose rocks are finally ready for polish?
I'm gonna give you a hint. It's mine.
So let's skip the intro and just get into it. Here they go. And the bottom looks perfect. No grit stuck at all. Look at how smooth these are looking. Oh my goodness. Yes. So let's go ahead and get all of the grit out of here and really get these rinsed off well. Okay, so I rinsed these off really well, and I did actually put them back in the tumbler with some water, just because when they are on these final stages of grit, it is really, really important that they do not dry out, because any microscopic cracks in our rock or any divots like this that might have remaining grit could end up expanding, and we really don't want that, especially on some of the areas that we weren't able to get all of the little grooves out of. I'm also going to wash the ceramic media off a little bit better too, because as you can see, it is quite small and we really don't want any grit going from this stage to our next one. Okay, so let's take our ceramic media now and get that put back in our barrel. All right, so this is obviously way too much water here. I'm going to pour some of this back, and then we're going to do a borax wash. And that looks good. So a question for you fellow rock hounds. I really like doing this borax bath, but I did just recently buy an ultrasonic cleaner. Now, I've only really used it with water in it, and I'm just wondering if anybody else has one and how you use it to clean your rocks, because I really want to try it for getting grit off of the rocks, but I'm not sure if I should use it with just water or if like there's some sort of cleaning solution that you all use. So let me know if you have an ultrasonic cleaner and what you use on yours. All right, we have our soapy mixture in here. I'm gonna let it tumble for about a day, and then it's time for polish. And in they go. Let's rinse them off. Got our original beauty here. Just a little bit of that dendritic spray remained. I was kind of hoping for more, but we still have a teeny bit left. All right, so let's go ahead and get these put into the polish. All right, so I have the ceramic media back in here with some water. We are going to be putting in aluminum oxide polish, so our step number 4. And like I said, we're going to do 3 scoops. Here is how it's looking. Oop, got some ceramic media out of here. So let's get our lid back on, and we will let this tumble. Ooh, I should probably not do this with one hand. For another 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks. It has literally been months since we started the Blue Botswana Agates, and today is finally the day that we get to take them out of their polish. Okay, so I moved them to this Blue Bunny container with some water while I cleaned out the inside of the barrel really well. So I tried to get as much of that polish off of the rim as I could with some soap and water. Now these are going to go back into the tumbler with some borax. We'll wash them for a few hours. Then I plan to put them in an ultrasonic cleaner just to make sure that any of those tiny little spots have absolutely no polish in them at all. I have some water in my tumbler, and I put my rocks with the water in this little Blue Bunny container. I'm going to take this toothbrush that I put just a bit of Dawn dish soap on and scrub out all of those little areas that you can see the polish stuck in. And then I am going to put these back on the tumbler with some more soap and water. I might even do an ultrasonic cleaner bath for these just to make sure that any of that bits of polish are completely gone from our little spots in our rocks. A lot of them do look pretty good and don't have many spots like this one, but there are some cracks that you do want to be careful about. And it's time for the borax bath. I'm gonna let this run for a few hours, if not overnight, and then do the final rinse in an ultrasonic cleaner. Our rocks have been in their soapy bath for about a day now. I did get a new strainer so that there is absolutely no contamination between our strainer and our rocks from any of the previous grits. So let's get this poured in here. Ooh, I'm a little nervous because the strainer is a bit bigger than my bucket. Okay, so I rinsed them off more here. I put them back in with the water just to make sure that they stay nice and wet. I am not going to worry about cleaning this ceramic media anymore because I don't plan to use it again until I probably start a new cycle. Okay, we have some hot water in here. Let's get our rocks put in. And I realized I way overfilled this to not even have the rocks in yet. Good thing I have this cool Agate Ariel mug that I can use to scoop my water out. How convenient. That's better. Let's add some rocks. Now, I did put hot water in here, and I will be using the heat setting. I also am going to be adding some borax in here to really get them nice and clean. I think we'll do 3 tablespoons of borax or so. We'll stir it up just a bit here. And away we go. So it's been 15 minutes now. We're going to take out our rocks, look at any of the little crevices in some of these, and make sure that there's no polish remaining. If there is, this is just a mascara wand, but any small bristled brush that can kind of get inside the holes and the nooks and crannies would work to clean out that polish. Now, am I being a little obsessive with the amount of cleaning that I'm doing on all of these rocks? Yes, I am. But when you've spent well over 2 months making your rocks as beautiful as possible, I don't want to take any chances. Well, they're finally done. Oh my goodness, did this take forever. But look at that shine. Like, yes, I am so impressed with how these turned out. That is truly a mirror finish. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Now, as you can see, I did leave some of the chips kind of in cracks in here just because the rocks were getting relatively small and I didn't want them to kind of dwindle down into nothing, but I personally don't really mind the chips and the cracks. I think it kind of adds character. But look at that. Now this little spot here, I'm not sure what happened there. It's like maybe during the polishing process something got chipped off. So that was kind of an interesting one. But other than that, the rest are stunning. I like this one because it kind of looks like a palm stone, if you know what that is. And like maybe a little rub spot here. Kind of cool. But yeah, look at that. Overall, I mean, like I said, it took so long, but they really did turn out absolutely beautiful. You'll have to let me know what your favorite one is as well, because oh my gosh, I don't know if I could pick. I really don't. I am so impressed with, I got these from the rock shed, so I'm so impressed with these rocks. I mean, money well spent. I don't remember right now how much they were overall, but I don't think it was super expensive. And I mean, look at how gorgeous these are. How could you go wrong? So anyways, not sponsored by them or anything, but I highly recommend. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Wow. Look at that. It's like an ocean on this side. Oh, I can't believe it. They're gorgeous. I'm so happy.